Today, let's talk about workplace incivility, the silent killer of productivity, team morale, and even careers. Workplace incivility is on the rise and is doing more damage than you think. The workplace has changed dramatically since the pandemic. People's tolerance levels are shorter and everyone's more focused on taking care of themselves. When these behaviors go unchecked, they create a toxic environment and pushes good employees out. Let's talk about what happens when workplace incivility becomes the norm.
Manners on the go.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Manners on the Go, where we polish the little details that make a big difference in how we're perceived. Have you ever walked into work and immediately felt the tension in the air? Maybe you've witnessed a colleague being subtly excluded, heard whispers of office gossip, or even experienced disrespect firsthand. Workplace incivility is on the rise and is doing more damage than you think. Today, let's talk about workplace incivility, the silent killer of productivity, team morale, and even careers. What does it look like? Why is it getting worse? And more importantly, how do we fix it? First, let's define it. Workplace incivility sounds like a fancy term, but at its core, it's simply disrespect at work. It can be obvious, like yelling at a colleague, or subtle, like deliberately excluding someone from an email thread. A recent study by the Society for Human Resource Management found that 66% of employees have either experienced or witnessed workplace incivility in just the past month. That means that in almost every office, there is someone who feels mistreated, overlooked, or dismissed. So why are we seeing this problem increase? Well, let's think about the context. The workplace has changed dramatically since the pandemic. People's tolerance levels are shorter and everyone's more focused on taking care of themselves. And while self-care is important, it can sometimes create friction in the workplace. And when that friction isn't addressed, it can lead to hostility, whether it's ostracism, incivility, or even outright aggression. There is also the problem of weak leadership. Many supervisors aren't trained to handle workplace conflicts, so they either ignore them or make them worse. And let's not forget the 3 G's that fuel workplace toxicity. Gossiping, that's spreading rumors about colleagues. Gaslighting, that's making someone question their reality or self-worth. And gatekeeping, blocking someone's access to resources or opportunities. Here's the kicker. This isn't just a people problem, it's a business problem. When employees feel mistreated, they disengage. They stop caring about their work. And that leads to a loss of productivity and value for the company. In fact, studies show that workplace incivility costs businesses billions of monies each year in lost productivity and turnover. When these behaviors go unchecked, they create a toxic environment and pushes good employees out. And if you're the one engaging in them, it could be ruining your professional reputation without you even realizing it. Let's talk about what happens when workplace incivility becomes the norm. Studies show that when employees face consistent disrespect, they mentally check out from their jobs. Their performance drops significantly. They're more likely to quit, costing companies thousands in turnover costs. But it's not just about productivity. This is about people's mental and emotional well-being. If you've ever dreaded going to work because of the office culture, you know exactly what I mean. The heartbreaking thing is that 83% of employers do absolutely nothing when employees report workplace incivility. That means most workplaces aren't just toxic, they're enabling the toxicity. Now that we've identified the problem, what can we do about it? Here's where change starts. If you're a leader, take action. Studies show that most employees don't report incivility because they believe nothing will change. So if you're in a position of power, prove them wrong. Take complaints seriously. Set clear expectations of behavior in your workplace. If you're an employee, be part of the solution. If you see unfairness happening, don't stay silent. Support your colleagues. Speak up against toxic behaviors. Build a culture of respect. Simple actions like acknowledging co-workers, giving credit where it's due, and including others can transform a workplace. Remember that workplace incivility isn't just a them problem, it's an us problem. Whether you are a boss, a manager, or just starting out, you have the power to set the tone for respect. So I challenge you this week. Do one thing to make your workplace more civil. It could be as simple as including a colleague in a conversation or addressing a disrespectful behavior head-on. Small changes lead to big shifts. What's one act of workplace civility you think we need more of? Drop it in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And if you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. See you next time on Manners on the Go. Until then, stay classy and be your best self at work. I am Babasanya-Craig, and again, this is Manners on the Go. See you again. Goodbye.
Manners on the Go.